What's up, my pungios? Andy with Danny Vlogs. Excited to share with you guys this content here. As the title suggests, I've just picked up my iPhone SE3. Do want to check it out, see some of the accessories that are available. Right now I'm sporting the Moment lens case by Moment, which is awesome because you can have the Moment lenses on there. With that said here, as the title suggests, we're going to be going over the Apple Silicone Case for the iPhone SE3. Now, just so you guys know here that this is compatible with any of the iPhone SE products. It's the same chassis, so this can fit any of the devices that you're looking at. Now, this did come out this year, and unlike the leather case, which I was really disappointed with. The leather case came out 2 years ago, and they just, moved it into this generation and charged the same price for it. Now, this case is pretty expensive. It's actually the most expensive of all the cases that I've reviewed here. With that said, it's $35 on their website, and we'll see if it's worth it here. Just note, guys, that this is not a sponsored video. I paid for this with my own money, both the device and the case. Nonetheless, some of the accessories here that we'll be using were provided to me complimentary, and also the links down below in the description are affiliate links here, so check them out for the product pricing availability. With that said, let's go ahead and unbox this and see if it's worth it. Let's take off the Moment lens case here so that we can prep for the silicone case. I opted into the SE Black. I think it's really cool. Peel it off here. It looks like there's a sticker that I'm going to have to just peel back in order to take this off. Pulls out. Oh, interesting. Wow. I was a little surprised at that feels really good. It feels like suede. Huh. Well, they caught me off guard here. Alrighty. Second thing that I noticed here is that they have a little punch-in or embossed Apple logo here to kind of represent the logo here that they're covering up. But before we put it together, let's go ahead and inspect it. As you can see, it is a matte black completely. It's not, see-through or opaque. It's very squishy. It's almost rubbery feeling, but it does feel strong. There is some give and take here. And then as you can see, the cut in for the camera bump, it's almost like a camera divot because it doesn't bump out. You can see the cutout here for the do not disturb, and then the volume rocker, as well as hold on. Whoa. Okay. All right. I see why it's $35. I've never seen a silicone case have a lining of like suede. Wow. Interesting. They've got the iPhone punch in right there, and then you can see that it's manufactured grooved. You've got the silicone that wraps all the way up here. Suede goes all the way in, but the phone itself is supposed to butt all the way up against the case, so there's no extra pockets of air or extra ergonomics there inside. Nonetheless, I'm actually a little excited. I can tell here on the other side that it lips up right here, which the leather case should have, because on the leather case I was noticing that it wasn't gripping it well. However, they have opted into this open air kind of pocket on the bottom, because if you think about it, it's such a thin cut here that having structure or a strong integrity bottom I don't think makes sense. So that's why they opted to kind of have it as a cutout. Installation is pretty straightforward. You're just going to be placing it in from the top and then snapping it down to the bottom. The edges are very straightforward and tight. That is a way tighter fit than the leather case. I can feel that it goes all the way around the case from top to bottom, left to right. It's really snug down here, and there is no give. It just snaps right in place. I like how they've tooled here the silicone to go a little bit higher to kind of wrap around the top and the edges to protect against any kind of falls on the face of the screen. And then on the back side here, you can see that they kind of punch in. They don't have a camera bump out, but that gives you enough clearance here, as you can see, to protect the lens in the event that it hits on the other side here. It doesn't rock because, again, this is cutting in and whatnot. It's not a punch out. I like how they have this little indentation for the Apple logo, and it's growing on me. I don't know how much I agree with this idea of a high-end silicone case. I've been very against those in the past, especially for those that are like really gaudy cases, but I would put this in that sphere. This is definitely a high end. It feels great. It's nice and smooth. It doesn't like, my thumb doesn't like catch. Usually those silicone cases, your thumb kind of catches against the surface, but no, this is super smooth and almost spongy. With that said, I'm not against it. You can kind of see the seam here, where they attached it together and seamed it together. The button isn't too clicky. You kind of have to press hard in order to get it. The volume rocker seems to be, a little bit better. I don't like the power button. It doesn't seem to go around it fully. You do have enough clearance here for the do not disturb, and then on the back side for the speaker and the port there's no problem. We've got an accessory here from the folks at iWalk. This is a 20,000 milliamp battery pack. You got ports there as well as wireless charging. So you can place the device on here and it still charges wirelessly, which is nice. If you wanted something a little more fancy here, you can opt into this foldable 3-part wireless charging dock from the folks at Zeera. I know Apple has their version of it. It's just a 2-piece. This is a 3-piece. It charges just fine on the right and on the left. It's not Magsafe, although this is Magsafe compatible. Nonetheless, if you wanted to put your Apple Watch or maybe your your AirPods, you can do that. In conclusion, folks, I'm still kind of torn on this. I think the pros outweigh the cons. I think it's really slick. I think honestly, if the leather case was like this, I would be, more favorable towards that. But $35 is very hefty in the industry here. Maybe if they brought it down to $29.99, I'd feel better. Nonetheless, it is really good quality. It still allows you full functionality of the phone, and it does look sleek. Honestly, having this on the desk, people will turn an eye. I like having the Apple logo here as well, and so I think that's a good touch. As far as like the build, you can still see the seam. It's a little flimsy. It doesn't go all the way around here, the case, and so I am a little hesitant, but I won't say that you shouldn't get this, because I think this does fit some people. I don't know how protective it is against drops. I did go over a shock proof that's much more robust and much cheaper. It's twice as cheap. Shock proof case that you guys can check out in the cards or down below. With that said, this is a nice product. Hit that like button. Down below in the description will be the product pricing and availability for all of the accessories that we went over, as well as the phone itself if you guys are interested in that. Thanks so much for checking this out. Hit that like button and subscribe if you want to see more. Andy with Andy Vlogs signing out.